Okay, so today we want to take a look at Alana here, again on the right. This will actually be my 7th video I've made and posted on YouTube of her. Hopefully each one's been a little bit different enough and added some new techniques or ideas. So in this one I wanted to go through about 12 different items I think that might help her to increase her distance. First thing here, we're going to compare to David Storrell on the left here. I think is getting into this dynamic start, coming way up on the toe, bringing everything up high. Okay, let's compare that to what Alana's doing. She's sinking here, coming down. So I think this dynamic motion, bringing that left leg in, bringing them together, then coming up high, and then using all that momentum to drive down, I think you'll find some more speed and momentum driving into the circle if you perform this more like David Storrell. See where he gets the knees come together, he comes way up on the toe, he keeps his back flat, he comes way up high and then drops straight down. Okay, that's the first thing. I know you're asking me for some maybe some exercises or drills. One that I've used before is to get into this position here and actually jump up in the air and then come back down and then just repeat that over and over again. It's pretty tiring on the legs, but it really helps you with the balance and feeling that getting up high and then dropping down. Okay. Next thing is coming out of the back here, keeping that left arm low, kind of counterbalancing that kicking leg here. Just ignore that arrow for now. See right here, you're bringing the elbow up and the arm. I know we've talked about this before, but to watch Storrell here, see how he brings the hand up to his chest. He keeps the elbow down low, below, so he's not popping up. And that's the reason I have that red arrow there. You can see when you drop down, now you're popping up. Your motion is upward. And you can see with David Storrell, I've got this red arrow here showing how he's moving more horizontally across. Okay, rather than extending and popping that your back upward right here. Okay. The other thing is, when you come down, try to get that right thigh as parallel as you can to the ground. Okay, try to get your chest to touch down on that the thigh there to keep your upper body flat so you don't pop up. So you drive back. See here with David Storrell. Get rid of that arrow there. When he drives down, you can see his right thigh here. And right here, you see it looks like his chest is touching it, and the thigh is almost parallel to the ground. Okay. And let's go to the next thing. For the next thing would be after the right foot touches right here, and the heel comes down. You want to shift the hips forward, but you want to keep moving that left foot toward the toe board. We'll take a look at Gong here. Got a view from the side. This one right here. Okay, right heel's down. You can see how the foot is so far away from the toe board, but before the foot touches the ground, she slides her hips forward until that foot hits the toe board. Okay. All right. Next thing would be, again, we're taking with the David Storrell here. Get rid of this arrow too. The left arm coming from low to high, and then right here, getting that elbow up here about 45 degrees, kind of determining where the angle of release is going to be. So your elbow's down here. You got David Storrell's up here. Okay. So you want to get that elbow up high to establish the your angle of release. So it's going to come from low here and then up higher. So you're up here pulling downward. It's okay to pull down, but I think you want to pull down a little bit later. We want to get that left shoulder down lower. I can't really tell from right here, but it looks like your shoulders, yeah, they're pretty much horizontal here. So as that left, get the left elbow up, setting the angle where you're going to release at, and then you're going to drop the left shoulder down, and then the right shoulder is going to be up higher. See here? Okay. Let's take a look at gong from the front view. Right here. See the high left elbow, and then downward. You see how she's pulling it down a little bit later. What you're doing is a little bit sooner, a little bit too early. So establish the angle here. Right here. Establish the angle with the elbow up in line with your shoulders, and then pull it down. Let's take a look at the store real quick again. Right here, you can see everything's aligned, elbow to elbow. Okay, and you can see you're here, and then you're down here. Okay. Let's go back to gong again. The front view. Okay, so we got the elbow high, then coming down low. Now you see how it's tilted. She's got the left elbow low. She's trying to release high, so she's got a high right shoulder here. Okay, the other thing that I'd like to see is how she's releasing, and her shoulders are almost turned to the front. This right shoulder is almost facing the front. You can see after you release, you don't turn the shoulders that much. It's a little bit delayed, okay? But this is immediately, as soon as you release it right here, that shoulder comes right to the front. Let's take a look at it again here. See right there, right into the throw. So she's got more extension going into the throw, into the release, okay? And look at that flick of the wrist. And then she finishes here. She's doing a reverse, and her right shoulder is way to the front. You'll see that again with Storl over here too, when he does his. Okay, so next thing for you is, what I'd like to see is if you would get into the reverse and finish here. And see how his right shoulder's down. Released, high, right shoulder's down. And he finishes up into the reverse. Okay, so that left foot reverses and switches. And he pushes back at it. Pushes back hard to get that left hip back, which drives the right hip forward. Okay, you see how the left foot doesn't touch the ground again. And right here in yours, you switch, but right here the foot stops, touches the ground again, and then you finish the reverse. Okay, so make that, I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it before, where you push off, and then get that left foot up in the air, and then finish here. You got the low right shoulder there. Okay, just make it more continuous. Okay, and that'll be part of driving that right shoulder, turning the shoulder into the throw. Okay, all right, and one of the last things here is right here. See how high Storl has his right elbow? Okay, take a look here. Your right elbow's a little bit low. Right here. It's almost down here. And he's got it up in here. Let's take a look at Gong too. Let's see what she's doing. My line kind of fragmented here. All right, let's take a look again here. Take a look at the right elbow. Really high. Let's see if we can see that from the side view. It might be obscured. Let's take a look right here. Okay, here again you can see the line from elbow to elbow. Okay. Setting the angle with that left elbow. You can't really see the right elbow here. Let's see another view of Storl right here. You can see the very high elbow, high right shoulder. I think, yeah, maybe what I'm seeing is because their shoulder is higher on the right. That's probably part of what we're seeing. All right, since we have this video right here, Storl, this is the another item. We want to make sure that you're rotating that left foot and left knee, left hip open to the front. Right there. See how his foot comes down? And now the knee is facing more toward the front, the throwing sector. I know we've talked about this several times too. I know you're trying to do it. Been struggling. But landing here with your foot almost parallel with the toe board is going to block you off. See how his foot is more open to the front. Here your knee and your hip, you can see are facing the camera, where you can see his are more open to the front again here. You can really see it right here in this like the cowboy or saddle stance. Squat position, both knees outward, the foot is outward. Okay, hips are face the camera. You can see how your hips are facing back this way. Where Storls are facing right to the camera. And that comes from opening that left foot up to the front. So there's another little drill that I've done, which is I would stand in here right in the center, both feet next to each other, face the back, and then just jump into this position. Okay, so you're standing here in the center, both feet parallel, and then just jump into the power position. Okay, I don't have anything to demonstrate it, but you would just stand in the center, both feet parallel, and the feet facing the back, and then just jump, and then come back, and then jump. So you can learn to rotate that left to the front. Okay. Oh, there was one more drill I wanted to tell you about. Right here, just practice staying in the squatted position, and then just drive the kicking leg back, and then bring it forward again. Just back, and then bring it forward, back, and bring it forward. We have to get you to keep a flat back, stay low, so that when you extend that leg, the foot's not too high above the toe board. Okay, right here. You can see when the right foot lands, the right heel's down. You can see how high the foot is here from the toe board. And then let's take a look at Storl. Right here, you can see he's pretty much right on top of the toe board. Okay, so the drill of just from this position, just kicking back. Unless your chest is close to this thigh and you keep that back flat and don't pop up, I don't think you're going to be able to keep that foot close to the ground. See, that's from keeping a low back. Okay. Let's take a look at Gong, see where her foot is. Take a look when the right foot and right heel lands. Right here. Yeah, you can see her foot is actually below the toe board. Okay, so it's going to land pretty quick. But of course she's going to shift her hips forward, her weight, until it gets to the toe board. And then she's going to explode that right side. The other thing is, at the release, I know we talked about pushing that right shoulder all the way through, but you see how her head turns. Okay, Storl does the same thing. So as you're releasing, turn your head. Let's take a look at Storl here. See how his head turns? Okay. I just noticed when you were releasing, your head wasn't turning too much. See? Just right into the release. That'll be part of the right shoulder driving forward too. As the right shoulder drives forward more and points toward the throwing sector, your head will turn more. Okay. And then make sure you get that a full reverse in there. Let's see. Take a look at my notes here. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's all I had. All right. I know you're working with your dad this week, so hopefully some of these ideas will help you out. And some of the drills. We had the 3 drills there. One was the dynamic start here, up and then jumping in the air. The other was kicking back with that right, or the kick leg, and then bring it back, kick it out, bring it back. And the third one was from your position in the center, just jump into the power position and then back. Your shoulders, everything would stay looking backwards, but your feet would go into the power position. Okay? All right. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you get another video, I'll take a look at it. Thanks.